All right, what is up, YouTube? It is your boy Zed, back at it again with another video. I'm in the car. Y'all know this is my favorite place to record. I'm in the car and it's raining, so that's literally a double positive for me. I love rain and I love being in this car recording. That's my favorite part. Last few videos I recorded, I have been inside. You can go back and look at them, but I had like a whole little vibe in there, but it's nothing like being in where I started this channel, which is the car. I'm not gonna make that too long. Let's get into the video. Go ahead and comment, go ahead and like, go ahead and subscribe. Right now, we're growing a mile a minute. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, which is insane. I started this channel, basically I rebranded this channel in January with no subscribers. Basically no subscribers, and we're already almost at 2,000, doing well, monetized, watch those ads, and yeah, we're making strides. We're making strides, and I'm glad I can put out this content for you guys because I know that my experiences are helping a good amount of you. So shout out to that. Yeah, real quick, go ahead and subscribe right now before we get into it. Drop a comment, like, where you from? What are you trying to gain? What video do you want me to see? What video do you want to see me do? Because I don't mind doing videos. I do them all the time, basically responding to different people that come to the channel, people that's a part of the community that I'm building, and they comment and I give responses all the time. But let's get into this video. As you all been waiting for, drum roll please. What are the cons of being a CNA? Now, all this rain isn't too loud. This is a video that I haven't done. This is a video I have not done yet. I never thought I would do a video like this. But yeah, I feel like it's needed. I feel like it's needed, and I see other people do it, and everybody's cons are different. Now, before I get into the cons, let's preface this. Being a CNA is very it's a very real thing. I think a lot of people do it and they expect it to be, oh, it's just easy, da 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 da. The bottom line is you're caring for patients. You're helping nurses take care of patients. You're helping nurses save patients. And that's a serious job. When you take vitals, you take them seriously, and you try to keep a good line of communication with your nurses. And you're there to take care of the patient. You're there to help the patient. That's first and foremost. So I don't want anybody to think it's a play position. It's a play job. Because even though it doesn't have that much respect, and we'll get into that later on in the video, at least not from what I'm saying, it doesn't hold the most respect value. It's a very needed position, especially in the hospital setting, I would say. Because yeah, I've seen how it is when it's short, and it's way different than how it is when it's fully staffed. But we're gonna get into the video. I don't have a full list of cons. I'm kind of just gonna go off on a tangent about them. But I've been a CNA for a little more than a year now, and I haven't done a year video on me being a CNA, but I know that's coming up soon. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it, and I'm gonna go from my level of importance to what I guess the general cons are, right? From my experience, what I'm saying is, let's start off easy. The easiest thing I can notice is CNAs get absolutely no say-so when it comes to healthcare. I would say it's bottom tier when it comes to healthcare, and I mean out of respect level. You walk into these units, they're like, especially at a nursing home. I literally walked into nursing homes before, and they was like, just keep the patients clean and keep the patients dry. I'm like, hey, what about vitals? Don't worry about that. As if you're incompetent enough to do that. You know what I mean? Everybody's training is different, but I felt like when I started at a nursing home, I thought I was gonna have a lot more responsibilities, but it was really just be a clean boy, be a clean girl, and that's really just it. So I felt underneath, in a sense. I knew that I was only going to be there for a little bit of time, but I felt underneath, and I felt like it was like zero importance to my job, because even though keeping the patients clean is important, like where do I stand within helping this, patient's health, or where do I stand within helping you, take care of this patient in regards of improving their life, or all that good stuff. So I really just felt as if it was just, hey, whatever, you keep the patients clean, keep the patients dry, and I'll call you when another patient needs to be changed. And it's kind of the vibe that I got at a nursing home. Again, at a hospital, it's different. At a hospital, the experience that I got was, you take vitals, Q4, sometimes they become like a Q2, and you report any changes in the patient's health that you see to me, and we're going to work together to improve this patient's quality of life. Simple as that. Simple as that. But still in all, at a hospital, I still feel like CNAs get zero respect. I feel like CNAs are at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to this healthcare game. And as a CNA, that's me saying that. That's not me throwing shade to nobody. It's just something that I've experienced, and it's something that I've noticed while working in healthcare. Number 2, it can be a very stressful job. I know a lot of times that, I just spoke about it again, but cleaning patients is important. But oftentimes, I think that gets a flashlight is shined on CNAs when it comes to cleaning patients, where nurses feel as if they don't have to help. I've had experiences where I've been helping a patient, cleaning a patient, and then I'm expected to get blood sugars, I'm expected to get vitals. And at the same time, sometimes it takes longer to change people. Sometimes it takes longer to care for a patient, get their blood sugar, feed them, all that good stuff. You're doing something that they can't do for themselves. And I've had nurses come to me and was like, where are you at? I needed you to get the patient a cup of water. I needed you to grab the patient crackers or something like that. And I'm just like, I was changing a patient, or I was getting the patient's vitals, and I was in there caring for that patient while you were here doing Lord knows what. Something as simple as you had time to go get a cup of juice or a cup of water. So oftentimes, I'm not throwing shade on no nurse, but nurses also have to do some of that, quick little small things too. It's not just up to the CNAs, but I've seen that as well. It's more like you're a minimal task person. These are all 2 things I'm seeing as a CNA. Cleaning patients is not the hard thing, but if you are trying to clean a patient or keep a patient changed, and you have a nurse down your back asking you to do some of the most simple stuff while they, just simply pass meds, I feel like it's unfair. I feel like it's been unfair. And this is, I don't know how this video is going to be received. I don't know how this video is going to be received. I really don't. I really don't. I don't want to make it seem like, I'm bashing anybody or I'm bashing any nurse, but this is just stuff that I've seen. It's stuff that I've seen. These are the cons of being a CNA, and we're going to keep getting into it. All right. This is something that me as a guy, I don't really experience this too much, but the mistreatment by patients. The mistreatment by patients, I think a lot more women that I've come in contact with that are CNAs experience this a lot, where patients are aggressive toward them, or patients are disrespectful toward them, maybe asking them to do something that is unethical or not right. I know a lot of guys, especially when it comes to women CNAs, they can be a little much. They can be a lot to, deal with, and it can become disrespectful at times. I don't see that as much because I'm a guy in the field, and guys wouldn't typically ask me to do some of the things that they ask the girls to do. But that's when you, as a guy, for my guy CNAs, or guy, male CNAs or guy CNAs that are watching this, they will be like, hey, I'm going to step in for this, nurse, to step in for this CNA because you're, I'm going to help you now. Now you've already messed up the opportunity because you're being rude, you're being disrespectful, you're being aggressive. Now I'm going to take care of you. And they like, well, I want her back. And it's like, well, I'll ask your nurse and we'll see about getting that switch. But for right now, I'm going to help you out. So that's something that, that happens a lot. The job, it can be a little disrespectful when it comes to the patients referring to you. Again, some units are different than others, but I know a lot of times that, some of the stuff that I hear is like, I don't have to deal with that too much because I'm a guy, but that's a touchy topic. And I'm glad that I'm able to, relieve anybody that's going through some crazy experience like that when dealing with a patient. But that's something that, for my ladies out there, that's something you do have to pay attention to. Something you do have to kind of prepare yourself for, because when dealing with people, you're always going to see that. You might not see it as much at your location. It might not be something that, you deal with on a daily basis, but you will have to at some point. I just want to give you, put it out for you guys so you guys can get ready. Now, the juicy part of the video starts right now. This job is physically demanding. Nursing in general is physically demanding. The job is not easy. You're turning patients, you're lifting patients, you're transferring patients, you're weighing patients. You are doing a lot of heavy lifting when it comes to the healthcare field. a lot of times that, you know, you're cleaning the patient, they might weigh 200 pounds. They might weigh 300 pounds. They need help getting to the bathroom. They want to walk. They don't want to use a bedpan. You do have to ambulate them. You do have to be there to kind of help them. Again, there are different devices that can assist you in this, as in a 4-way walker, gator belt, I forgot the name of the cart. It's a cart. I'm trying to think what it is. What is it called? I can't think of it. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna put it right here or in the description below. But you do have these devices that's gonna help you move the patient. But a lot of times, you know, it's a lot on your back. It's a lot on your legs, a lot on your arms. The job itself is physically demanding. And that's something that you do have to pay attention to. Next, which is probably gonna be the last one I have on this list, is the pay. CNAs do not get paid a lot. They can be paid enough, but you have to put yourself in a situation to be paid enough. Are you working for an agency? That would probably be the easiest way to make the most amount of money that you can make as a CNA, is being an agency. Also, what I've told y'all before, I work PRN, which means that I kind of work as needed. Now, that's funny that I say work as needed, because it's like, you know, if there's a shortage for my unit, then yeah, I could go in and work. But as you all know, it's a shortage everywhere in the hospital. And if my unit is packed full, I call staffing and staffing place me on a different unit. And that's how I make more money, as in like hours. Also, a lot of hospitals are offering bonuses right now. These bonuses keep getting extended and extended and extended and extended and extended. And being able to work those shifts are going to make you the most amount of money. Yeah, being able to work those shifts are going to make you the most amount of money. And yeah, so, I mean, being a CNA isn't too lucrative, but I think it's worthwhile, especially for the amount of days that you work. It's a sufficient amount. And if you don't got no crazy amount of bills or anything like that, then you could be doing all right. I think it's definitely kind of case by case, because I know some CNAs that make way more than I make, and I know some CNAs that make way less than I make. The area that you in plays a part, and the positions that you choose in the agencies or whatever kind of contracts you sign up for that you choose plays a part as well. But glad I was able to make this video. If you feel like I missed anything, put it below. What are some cons that you see? What are some things that you're worried about? I might be able to clear them up on another video. But that's all I got for y'all in this video. I hope this helped. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, make sure to comment. It helps me in the algorithm. And yeah, if I missed anything, let me know, like I said. But that's all I got for y'all in this video. So peace.